Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wild. Today we are talking about government shutdown effects on the gig economy. The ongoing federal shutdown is sending shockwaves far beyond Washington, and gig workers are feeling it in ways that most people don't realize. From food delivery to aviation, logistics, government contracting, this situation is reshaping the landscape for independent workers and drivers for as long as it's in effect. So in this video, we are talking about how the government shutdown affects the gig economy, how it actually is for all parties involved, and everything in between. But before we do that, let's go over a quick disclaimer. The content of this video does not contain, is never intended to be, legal, business, financial, tax, or health advice of any kind. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It is advised that you conduct your own research and consult qualified professionals before applying anything you find online. I also want to be clear that everything that we're going to be going over is very market to market and case by case, and what applies to me and my market may not apply to you. Also, one thing I need to make absolutely clear, this is not a political channel. It's never been a political channel. It will never be a political channel, and Driven Wild has no political affiliations whatsoever. I am simply providing the facts of how this will affect the gig economy so drivers and gig workers of all kinds can be informed so they can make the most educated step forward possible. And with all of that said, let's get started. Federal workers and contractors turning to apps. With many federal employees either furloughed, unpaid, and government contractors losing projects or waiting on frozen payments, both groups are turning to gig apps like Uber, DoorDash, Instacart, and Roadie for temporary income. There are more, those are just the big ones. Federal employees are working without paychecks and are taking deliveries and rideshare trips just to bridge their bills in the process. Contractors and subcontractors whose invoices are delayed are in the same boat, using gig work to stay afloat. And this wave of new drivers creates heavier competition and lower pay averages for full-time gig workers already operating on thin margins. Not to mention, with newer drivers means less understanding and education on what's actually going on down here. Just throwing that out there as well. Aspiring government contractors forced to pivot or pause. For small business and independent operators trying to break into the contracting space, the shutdown creates a wall. SAM.gov registration, SBA reviews, and contract awards are on hold. Federal procurement offices are short-staffed or closed entirely. New bids, solicitations, and reimbursements are frozen until funding resumes. Many small business owners are being forced to look at state or municipal opportunities instead, or simply wait it out, losing critical time and cash flow in the process. Some end up turning to gig work temporarily just to cover the costs and creating a tighter squeeze in the gig space. As we said before, transportation and logistics breakdown. The shutdown is straining every link in the national transportation and logistics chain, from air traffic controllers, TSA agents, cargo coordinators, truckers, and DSP partners. And many essential personnel are still required to work, but without pay until the government reopens and forcing them to pick up gig work just to survive. And that creates a dangerous mix of fatigue and financial stress among people running critical systems like airlines, freight coordination, and ground logistics. Exhausted staff and stretched resources increase the risk of accidents, miscommunication, supply chain shutdowns, and that directly impacts the last mile couriers and gig drivers. Meanwhile, private sector contractor, DSPs, and logistics vendors tied to federal contracts are also feeling that hit. Projects are paused, payments are delayed, and dispatches are reduced, cutting off revenue streams for small operators. When the transportation backbone weakens, the entire gig ecosystem feels it, from airport rides and delivery routes to freight handoffs and courier paychecks. Declining consumer spending. Shutdowns create uncertainty that tightens wallets. People order less, tip less, stretch groceries further. Gig drivers feel this immediately through fewer orders and lower tips, especially on platforms that rely on frequent government discretionary spending. And with an overflow of new drivers, furloughed federal employees, laid off contractors, and small business owners trying to bridge income gaps, many are pushing through wait lists to join these platforms, or they just have to hop on as many gig apps as possible. And that makes it even harder for active drivers to maintain earnings as demand shrinks while supply explodes, turning every order into a race for survival instead of sustainable work. Snap, empathy orders, and unpaid labor. Shutdowns delay or pause federal food assistance programs like SNAP and WIC, putting pressure on millions of families to rely on limited relief options. Even when these benefits are active, EBT transactions legally exclude tipping, meaning drivers only get the small base pay from the platform. DoorDash and other apps often respond by launching programs or relief initiatives for impacted households. In fact, DoorDash just announced that recently. But goodwill rarely extends to the workers actually delivering those orders. Customers using Snap can't tip even if they want to, or they have to tip you in person, and most people won't accept an order without a tip up front. Drivers will sometimes accept those orders out of empathy or because they don't realize how little they'll earn because they're new. Again, a lot of these federal employees that are getting into the gig economy don't understand the gig economy as a whole because they haven't experienced it, or more appropriately, they may not have experienced it. Meanwhile, platforms collect on the PR credit for helping families, while the actual labor cost is put onto the gig workers. Whether it's empathy, confusion, or just wanting to help, the outcome's the same. Drivers end up subsidizing corporate charity and doing unpaid community work in the middle of their own economic hardship, mental and physical strain, and the need for an exit strategy. With income uncertainty on both sides, gig workers and essential employees are working overtime to fill the gaps. Fatigue, stress, burnout are common, especially for drivers juggling multiple apps or contractors balancing gig shifts with delayed federal work. But this is also a reminder that even in slow times, control comes from diversification. If you're relying on one platform or contract, you're always one update, algorithm change, or shutdown away from instability. Now is the time to expand your gig portfolio, explore new apps, local contracts, or small business services that fit your skill sets. Develop an exit strategy, something that moves closer to you owning what you do rather than renting your labor to the next system that breaks down. And build something in the downtime. Even if income is slow at the moment, investing your time into something of your own, whether it's content, a business, certifications of some sorts, or some kind of partnership, it keeps you moving forward while others stand still. The economy may be unstable, but using this moment to work on something for yourself can turn survival mode into long-term independence. And one business that you can consider is building your own delivery service provider. The gig economy, like everything else, is always shifting, and the smartest gig workers right now are making adjustments to expand their earning opportunities from being the gig worker to being their own delivery service provider. So I partnered with experienced professionals to create a step-by-step guide to create a six-figure earning business in as little as 90 days. The course is going to guide you to create your own business entity and foundation, methods to source restaurants and drivers with game-changing opportunities, work with top-of-the-line seamless technology for drivers and merchants, and resources and done-for-you contracts to protect you financially. You will also have access to professional guidance to help you build your business foundation and support you as you reach greater heights. So check the link in the description to sign up and get started on transforming how businesses serve customers and how gig workers will get greater opportunities with you. We are excited and looking forward to helping you secure your financial future. And with all of that said, let's get back to the video. Localized demand shifts. Tourist-dependent areas like national parks, downtown districts, and government sites tend to lose demand demand during shutdowns, while nearby suburbs and local delivery zones often pick up the slack. Smart drivers can adapt where demand shifts and reposition accordingly, especially if they're flexible with distance and delivery types. This is also why your order flow may not look as affected as others. Many drivers stay confined to smaller localized areas, while others depend on commercial zones, business hubs, or tourist traffic that dries up during a shutdown, especially around federal buildings and offices that normally generate catering orders. When those institutions pause or close, it ripples through the gig economy. Catering specialists, delivery drivers, merchant partners who rely on steady government or office traffic often see a sharper downturn than working in residential zones or suburban routes. Final thoughts. The 2025 shutdown isn't just a political fight, it's an economic chain reaction. Federal employees, contractors, gig workers, they're all colliding in the same ecosystem, trying to survive while systems above them stall. DoorDash may offer relief programs and airlines may keep flying, but behind every headline, exhausted people keep the system running without pay. From air traffic controllers to gig drivers delivering dinner to the same families that once served through federal programs. And with more new drivers pushing into the apps every day, the competition, the fatigue, and financial pressure is going to intensify, making awareness, adaptability, and ownership of your future more important than ever. So once again, the course is going to be in the description. Feel free to check that out. And make sure to check out my website if you would like to learn more about some of the services and gig platforms we have talked about in the past and are offering to gig workers today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe. If you guys want to stay on the cutting edge of what's happening in the gig economy today, make sure to check out our new channel, the Gone Wild Live Clips and Podcast, where we take the live streams we hold on Thursdays at 9 p.m., cut them down to more digestible clips, and have them posted there. Also, check out my Patreon for more exclusive clips, full live stream replays, and other membership perks for self-employed individuals who want to grow and scale their business. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time.